to another episode of our Birmingham City Career Mode. Today we play Stevenage in the 5th round of the FA Cup, and then we play a top of the table clash against second place Nottingham Forest. So two big games coming up for us in today's episode. Before we jump into it, I just want to apologise for yesterday, guys. Unfortunately, an error on my computer meant that I managed to capture the game audio, which is fantastic, but none of my actual voice recording managed to save as a file, which meant that I had to edit the entire video and then record in post commentary. So if it seemed a bit weird, if the transitions were a little bit different, I do apologize. It won't happen again, hopefully, but we are back to normal today. I'm checking everything as I speak. Everything seems to be working and recording, so fingers crossed this goes out live for you today and you're able to hear me as well as see all of these wonderful things slide past. Let's have a look at what's happened since you were last with me. So the answer is not a lot, actually. With just the two games off camera, we played against Middlesbrough, we won 3-0. We then played against Sunderland, where we tried to swap the sliders back, because I know there's been a few updates to the gameplay recently. Unfortunately, it was just pass, central. So he changed it back to what we had it on before, and then we played that game and managed to come out with the 2-1 win. It was 2-0, and then we conceded in like the 90-something minute. It was really frustrating for Kelleher. But that means, obviously, we jump in today in a big 5th round FA Cup match against Stevenage. Now, Stevenage are a team we should be beating. They are in the league below us. They're currently sat in 3rd in their division. So they're on 62 points from 32 games, pushing for promotion. So they might have one eye on the league, especially where this is a team that is in the league below us. We are going to heavily rotate the side. As you can see, we've got Dennis in goal, a back four of Lewis, Bielik, Sanderson and Greaves, a midfield three of Iwata, Ho and Leonard, and then a front three of Gupta, Para and Taylor leading the line up top. Let's jump into it. Let's hopefully get the win. Let's advance to the next round of the FA Cup. And this is what the FA Cup's all about, really. It's about the lower league teams taking on the Giants. I know we were in League One last season. I think we might have even played Stevenage on camera last season. But this is what it's all about. We're top of the championship, and let's hope that we can grab a win. Greaves has won that ball back fantastically. Para, what can he do? Looking to beat his man. Does beat his man. It's great feat, but the keeper comes out to save it. Ethan Greaves, by the way, has been an absolute baller for us recently. Using his pace in attack as well as getting back in defence is brilliant. You can see an example of it here. I think he's actually, at the minute, beating Jamal Lewis for second space in my squad as Leonard lines up a shot and hits the post. Just talking casually to you guys, and Leonard takes a shot and it rattles the woodwork. Oh, finding Gupta now. Gupta, another product of our youth academy, will be leaving us at the end of the season, but looking to make his mark as Para plays it back down to Ho. Can he square it? Does Gupta! Oh, well, there he is. The back stick is fantastic from Ho to play that across. And Gupta, the man from Nepal. We sent a scout there. He was the best one. He looked like he had bags of ability. After joining our youth academy, actually, our scout was wrong. He didn't have bags of ability, but he does have ability. He would make a decent signing for a League Two side. I think his highest overall that he could ever get is about a 69, 70. So he will be leaving us, as I say, at the end of the season, but he has got his first goal on his first competitive start for Birmingham City. And suddenly, we're in the driver's seat. Birmingham 1, Stevenage 0. Here we go then. Here's a Stevenage chance. They've won the ball back off me, played it down the line to counter. Sanderson gets a foot in, but the ball drops to a Stevenage player, but Sanderson's there to get a foot in again. Can we break now? We play that ball to Joe Taylor. Loves to use his speed, but nothing doing. I think the only way that FIFA can really improve nowadays is, I mean, obviously within gameplay, but within the FA Cup at least, they got rid of the FA Cup overlays. We've played that really well. It's going to be Para to strike it. It's a big save. But yeah, they got rid of the FA Cup overlays a little while ago now, which was really frustrating. And then we've been calling for it for years. The FIFA community is, as Greaves take this shot on, and goes wide. Yeah, we've been calling for it for years, and that's lower league sides. You know, even if we can't manage them, if you could just add them into the FA Cup rounds, so that we could play against them, like a couple of teams at the minute that have been doing fantastically. That are through to like the second round of the FA Cup. I mean, last year you had Maidstone get so far in the FA Cup, and obviously we can't use them. It's a Football Manager thing, and we can't use them in FIFA, which is a shame. But I think that's the way that they can improve. Stevenage look to break here just before half-time. We have to be careful because we are only 1-0 up. Even though this feels like a relatively easy game, luckily Jamal Lewis is there. I'm aware that this might have been a very long clip, but we have a chance to counter here with Leonard. He's going to try and take it past the Stevenage defenders with ease. Shoots, scores. And after all that waffling, it ends with a Leonard goal. And maybe I'm wrong about him. I know it's a division below this team we're playing against today, but he ran past them like they weren't there. Defenders couldn't keep up with him, and his shot is past the keeper before the keeper can react. Stroke of half-time then, Birmingham 2, Stevenage 0. Half-time, 2-0. We'll take it. I mean, if it finishes like this, we'll be happy. I'd love to go out and send a bit more of a message. But, yeah, half-time, 2-0, we'll take it.
So the two teams
second half underway then.
The second half is underway.
Just like the commentary team have just said. Gupta making a good run inside. Keeps the ball well. Iwata. Leonard. Again, Leonard really leading the attack today. He's got a goal. He's hit the post. Looking to move forward again. Takes a shot on from distance. That's a good save from the Stevenage keeper. He looks like he's got a bit about him today, Leonard. Ball into the middle. Bielik jumping for it. That's straight at Ashby Hammond. What can Para do now? Back inside to Greaves. Greaves looking back for Para. Para. Oh, what a save, Ashby Hammond. You thought that was 3-0. You thought that was writing on the wall. But Ashby Hammond didn't stick to the script, and now maybe Stevenage not sticking to the script as they take a shot and manage to hit the post. Got away with one there. Sanderson plays it back to Dennis. I think Dennis just did enough to put the opposition off. He does a poor clearance though. Jamal Lewis tired and out of position, but Sanderson there to cover. Still 2-0 in this end-to-end game. Still Leonard. Good ball through. Para. Unselfish. Taylor. 3-0. Para could have took it on himself. Instead decided to make sure of it and make sure that man, I think, keeps a record going of every time he plays on camera he scores a goal. I'm sure of it. Someone's going to have to double check and let me know down in the comments below, but I'm fairly confident that every time Taylor plays on camera he ends up scoring at least one goal a game. 3-0 to the 85th minute then. This one has been a bit of a midfield slog. Stevenage have had a few chances, such as this one here. Good feet, good shot, good save. Big save from our backup goalkeeper. He might have the number 1 on the back of his shirt, but he is a backup. Ball comes into the middle. Greaves clears it away. Shot back in and saved, and then cleared massively by Sanderson. Tick into the 90th minute then, and fair play to Stevenage. They have had a few chances in this second half as our team tires and maybe looks a little bit towards the future. We did make a couple of changes, one of them being Arconte. Goes for the acrobatic flick there. Salah also in the wide area. As Ho's going to shoot from distance. That's a big save again from Ashby Hammond. If I could award man of the match to the opposition, it would be Ashby Hammond. He has kept the score lower than what it probably should be. We get another opportunity here, but that's cleared away. As far as Iwata, who's going to look to strike one. There's another save from the Stevenage keeper. I just want the ref to blow the whistle now. Salah taking it short, swinging that in. Bielik jumping for it, nothing there. Salah doesn't win headers. He does this time. Bielik blocked. And now the ref surely will blow for full time. He does. Played an extra 2 minutes. But it finishes Birmingham 3, Stevenage 0. Through to the next round of the FA Cup. Hopefully now we draw a big boy. Let's go and take a look. So we get drawn up against Premier League big boys and money bags, Newcastle United. So that will definitely be in tomorrow's episode. A huge draw for us. Other draws could have been Chelsea, could have been Arsenal, could have been Man United. We'll throw West Ham in there to make the West Ham fans feel better about themselves. Just glad we didn't get a Plymouth or a Luton draw. Newcastle in tomorrow's episode. Match day then against Nottingham Forest, the team we still have a game in hand on. We win today, we go 8 points clear. We lose today, we still have a game in hand and we're still 2 points clear. Ipswich have dropped the ball massively in recent fixtures. We're now level on games with them, but as you can see, 7 points clear. So it could be a huge step towards the title and a huge step towards promotion at the very least if we get 3 points today. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Not a lot of change to the starting 11 from what we're used to seeing. It's Kelleher in goal, a back four of Cochrane, Clara, Hilgers and Laird. Iwata sitting at the base of the midfield three with Ho and Bellingham just ahead of him. And then a front three of Para out left, Ogbene out right and Stansfield leaning the line up top. Let's jump into it. Let's hope that we can get 3 points. It's an evening game. It is on the tele. And let's hope that we can beat Nottingham Forest. Here we go then. Stansfield to take the kick-off in what is quite possibly our biggest game of the season. Nottingham Forest do have a good side. We're going to look to exploit their weaknesses, hopefully early on. Laird getting forward. Keeps the ball. See Bellingham, edge of the box. Bellingham. Oh, the shot should have been better. And Sells, after a scrappy start, makes the save. Finding Ho from distance. Big save. Absolutely huge save there. Ho to swing it in.
Who can they pick out?
Iwata jumping for it, nothing there. Para gonna line one up. And Sells does really well to just pat that into the ground and then pick it up, because that was a rocket. Bellingham finds Ho. See Laird making the run. The run he's been making all day so far. Back. Ogbene, big save from Sells. Not his first of the match. We are definitely on top here. We look like we want it more. Here's Bellingham. Ho. Ogbene. Trying to cut inside. Shifts it. Oh, and Bellingham. Is he onside? He is onside. 1-0. Sells made yet another save. And it fell to the lap of Job Bellingham. I said we've been the side that want it more. And that pressure has finally amounted to a goal. Quick feet from Ogbene, gets the shot off, big save. And then I think the ball was going in anyway. He didn't need to dive for it, but he didn't know if anyone was on him. Bounces off his thigh, and then a tap in for Joe Bellingham, who's just onside to make it Birmingham City 1, Nottingham Forest 0. A huge goal in this top of the table clash. Looking to see if we can play Ogbene in over the top here. Is he faster than Aina? Does get there ahead of him. Plays it into Stansfield, who can take the shot. Another save from Sells. He's definitely making saves for the cameras today, tell you that.
And let's see if this will help them add to their lead.
Can we swing this one in? Can we win the header? More importantly, Hilger's jumping for it, nothing there. Clara trying to get that back out, does successfully. Sells comes out, and then there's the strike, and then there's the save again from Sells. He's doing a man of the match performance. We're going to try and switch it up and maybe look for Clara this time. Slightly taller than Helgers, I think. Does win the header, but it's straight into the ground. Parra gets the strike off, but that's blocked, and Forest come away with it. And there's a strike. And this time it's Kelleher's chance to make a save for the cameras. Tips that round the post. First opportunity for Forest. Comes half an hour into the game.
Really fine piece of
Good defending there from Ho. Para flicks it on to Ogbene. We know Ogbene's got speed. Can we give the ball to him though? That's the question. There is that ball. Ogbene brings it down. Being double teamed. Can't shake off Aina. Ball goes back to Sells, who plays it out. Oh, and Awonyi has broken free here. The chance to make it 1-1. The strike. Big save from Kelleher. Exactly why we signed him, to stand up strong and make those saves. Despite the quick feet from Awonyi. It remains 1-0. A chance again for Forest then. Their last corner wasn't great. This corner, they managed to win the ball and play it to the edge of the box, but I think it's one of their centre-backs on it. Job loses the ball, and there's 1-1. Job tried to play out, didn't get the call. It fell to Awonyi's feet.
Well, let's take another look. It's a really well-timed pass to
And despite the keeper rushing him and Hilgers sliding in, manages to get the shot away and, more importantly, past the keeper. Job doesn't give it away, actually. It just bounces off his foot awkwardly. He never had control of the ball. 40 minutes gone. Birmingham 1, Forest 1, and the Forest fans are jubilant. He should be blowing for half-time any second. We win the header. And there is the half-time whistle. I mean, I'm speechless, genuinely speechless, because I don't feel as though Forest deserved their goal. They've had a couple of shots, but I think we've been the team in ascendancy at the minute. Sells is saving everything except for that one where luckily Bellingham was there to tap it over. We need a big second half.
So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway.
Second half underway then. Forest looking to play out. We might need to think about changing Laird. If he, that's a brilliant challenge from Hilgers. If he can't keep up with the pace of this game. Ogbene's looking to break. Can we hit on the counter? No one's closing down. Ogbene takes a shot. Big save again from Sells. Para's sent for a hot dog. Good ball through. Finds Ogbene, takes the shot on. Tipped over the bar. Corner ball. We need to take advantage of these opportunities. Ogbene, can he win the header? Locked off of it. Here's Para. Finds Iwata. Strikes it. Blocked by the Forest man. And here is Bellingham again, pushing forward. Can he find anyone? Cochrane. Back to Bellingham. Over to Ho. Iwata. Laird. Just needs somebody to make a run, make some movements. Instead it's going to fall to Bellingham, edge of the box! Just wide of the post. You thought that was in. That shot does mean substitution o'clock for us. Leonard, Poku and Greaves on. Ho, Para and Laird off. Let's see if these substitutions can make a difference. Forest with the chance to move through the stages here. It's Aina pushing Iwata. And Iwata, again, fantastic defending. It's something we've done well all day today. Watch the ball. We've switched off from the corner. And luckily Kelleher didn't. Kelleher looks to play out quickly. That's what he's used to doing. Here's Bellingham in a wide position. Trying to slot that ball through to Stansfield, who is tiring. But he's still so fantastic with the ball. Stansfield gets the ball over to Bellingham, who finds Ogbene. Ogbene finding Laird. Not Laird, it's Greaves. But the ball is caught by the keeper. 15 minutes to go. A draw is not the end of the world for us. It might be for Forest because we still have that game in hand on them. Here's Poku. Plays that down to Cochrane. Can he find anyone? Stansfield lays that back. It's going to be Bellingham to curl one. Oh, you beauty! 2-goal Bellingham. I think the keeper was unsighted. Maybe his defender was in the way ever so slightly, but either way, it doesn't matter because Joe Bellingham's got 2 today. Stansfield with the assist. It's beautifully curled. Yeah, I think it's Sangare gets in the way of Sells because he's been saving them all day. They've been his bread and butter. He couldn't stop that one. Birmingham 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Big moment in this league picture. Good battle in there. Clara through to Gibbs-White. Clara takes out Gibbs-White. Does really, really well there, Gibbs-White, to just let the ball run across his body and draw in the foul. Clara does receive a yellow card. And Forest have a great opportunity to score here with Callum Hudson-Odoi. Going to take the shot on. Does take the shot on. It's the post. Cleared away. We tick into the 90th minute then. Ethan Greaves over on this flank. There's Bellingham. Poku trying to get that ball back to Bellingham, who's making a good attacking run. Last chance then for Forest as Awonyi picks up the ball here and plays that ball through to Gibbs-White, who chips the keeper. And we've conceded in the 93rd minute to Morgan Gibbs-White. I don't know why Kelleher came rushing out there. I wasn't holding down why. And that's a huge save for Forest. I said a draw wouldn't be the end of the world for us. But when you're winning in the 90th minute, you like to hope, you like to think that you're not going to make a mistake there. And Kelleher, I don't know why he comes rushing out. It's a great finish from Gibbs-White. We've got about no time at all. Apparently, we concede in the 93rd minute, and it ends in a point apiece. Let's have a look at the league table. Right then, with 10 games to go in the league, we are 5 points clear of Forest with a game in hand, and we're 7 points clear of Ipswich. With any luck, we have the league title in the bag, but I don't want to jinx it just yet. Let's take a look at where you'll be joining me next. Well, with Sheffield United having a pretty decent season, I'm only going to be playing the one game off camera. Sheffield United, I think, are in the playoff picture, and then we'll be playing against Newcastle United in the FA Cup. 2 big games, 2 hard games. Every game seems to be a big game this time of the season, but that is where you'll be joining me next. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do leave a thumbs up for me. Again, trying to build a community, trying to create as good a career mode as possible where you guys get to choose the transfers and choose what happens. And hopefully we're going to take Birmingham all the way back to the Premier League and maybe even further. Please, again, do leave a thumbs up if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And thank you very much for watching.